On this journey of activating who and what you are, of activating your purpose and your power, you become immortal. It's almost like you become impervious to shit. It's almost like you become impervious to pain. But let me tell you why. Welcome to Alcheminity, because turning pain into power is sexy. And I am your host and creator of this here colony and so many colonies that are developing around our globe. I'm so proud of you, alchemists. You know who I am, the Queen Bee, Miss Burgess, if you're nasty. And I just want to say thank you to those of you that are here who have felt guided to come here to the Alcheminity colony, to this society of those of us who have had to learn to turn our pain into power. We had to learn how to become alchemists. Why? Because we've been through the most shit. If we were going to survive, we had to learn how to turn shit into sunshine. Okay. So if this sounds like your story, if this sounds like the odyssey that you've been on, sounds like your journey, your life story, then welcome home. Okay. This is your home. Welcome to the colony. Make no mistake about it. All right. So let's get into this message, y'all. Now, I don't want us to get too drawn in with the words that I'm going to be using here. I'm not saying that you're physically impervious to pain, right? If you get shot, that shit's gonna hurt, right? If you get burned, that shit's gonna hurt. If you get stabbed, that shit's going to hurt, obviously, right? You are still in the physical human body. But as you begin to activate, there's so much shit happening to you on a physical and spiritual and mental level, so much so that you start to create a vortex or an auric field of protection. And your spiritual guides are working with you to do this. But let me give you a practical down home example. All right. So I was on a hike today and I started running. Sometimes I hike and then I'll run, then I'll hike and then I'll run, depending on how I'm feeling. So it was cold. I really just wanted to run to warm up my body. So I was jogging and then walking and then jogging and then walking and then hiking through the woods and then jogging. Okay, so I was walking. I was kind of enjoying the sunshine, wherever. Then I decided to start running again. Honey, when I started to run, there was a big ass rock. I don't know where it came, big ass rock just sticking out the ground, tripped over it, fell, rolled. Okay. I haven't fallen in so long, y'all. I laughed so hard. The nice little folks walking past, are you okay? Oh my God, are you okay? I'm fine, but I was cracking up laughing. And so, dirt all on my back, y'all. It was so damn funny. But anyway, I stand up, I come back home, y'all. I'm just walking around the house, cleaning up, washing clothes, working on some things for y'all, just handling stuff around the house for, just doing stuff to get ready for the week. And so I'm taking off my clothes, about to take a shower, and I feel like a sting on my knee. And I look down at my knee, y'all, and there's blood on my knee. I scraped my knee and there's blood, it's been blood the whole time, it's dried up blood. Y'all, I didn't feel a thing. Okay. I didn't feel a thing. So I'm looking down at my knee and I just burst out laughing again. I'm like, damn, when I fell, I dust myself off, got right back up. I didn't even feel it when I scraped my knee. I didn't feel the pain. I didn't feel the sting. I didn't feel none of that because my adrenaline was high from running. This is how it is for us alchemists on the journey. Some of you are already knowing where I'm going with this. I can hear you saying, there she go again. I know, I can hear you. I can feel you. Listen, I know you already know where I'm going with this. This is how the journey through the dark night of the soul is. This is how the journey of activation is. This is how the journey of becoming the alchemist, unbecoming all that you really weren't to become all that you were created to become. Let me tell you, on this journey, you don't even feel the shit as it's happening because your adrenaline is high. It's like one of those movies where you're watching and there's a shootout and people shooting out and they're shooting up in the Eiffel Towers, this big mob MIT, Mission Impossible type of movie, and they're shooting at each other and they're racing cars, fast and furious, and then they settle. And the next thing you know, they see the person kind of stumble a little bit because you're able to slow down and take a breather. You're in a safe space, right? You made it to a safe spot, to your safe haven. They have these safe havens around the town or the city or whatever. And they make it to the safe haven. And then you see them stumble a little bit. And then they're breathing. They kind of confused and they kind of, whoa, what's going on? And they're like, whose blood is that? And you look down, and the person looks down at themselves and they're like, it's not my blood. And they pull their jacket back and it is their blood because they've been shot and they didn't even know they've been shot. You ever seen one of those movies? You ever seen that? That is how it is for those of us on this journey of alchemist. Oh my goodness. So this is how important it is to explore your body, explore yourself on an energetic and intrinsic mental and emotional level. Self-exploration is so important if we are going to not only survive this, but thrive through what we've just come out of, because we just came out of a battle. Hello? We just came out of a battle. We came out of a war of the worlds. We come out of a spiritual war, a psychological war, an emotional war. This has been warfare. And we are the immortals, so to speak. We have been the immortals. But even in the immortals, and I know I've referenced this movie before with Charlize Theron. If y'all haven't seen that, it's on Netflix. Make sure you watch that. Hello. Because art imitates life. A lot of these movies are synonymous with you and the journey that you're on. Okay. But even in the immortals, they would get shot and they would bleed and they would look like they're dead. Then they get right back up and the blood would be gone and the wounds would heal and all that kind of stuff. It's the same type of thing. So y'all, we just came out of warfare. It is imperative that you are, paying attention to where you are mentally, where you are spiritually, where you are physically. When you come out of a war like this, or you're on the dark night of the soul journey and you are healing, right? You're activating, you're integrating. I emphasize, obviously, mental health and emotional intelligence, but our physical health is absolutely imperative if we're going to be able to ground and transmute all of this energy, which is why I talk about gut health. Okay. Again, I talk about mental health and I talk about emotional health and emotional intelligence. Check yourself, right? Check on yourself, because you need to see if you have been cut, you have been wounded. This is why some of us are referred to as the wounded warriors, right? We got these battle scars, and these battle scars are spiritual. And also they play out physical, because what happens on the spiritual can play out in the physical body, right? Having digestive or gut issues, having skin issues, having issues with sleep. I experienced it all. Okay. Having issues with pain in the body, having issues with, whatever, you fill in the blank. Okay. So pay attention to these so cause and effect. Pay attention to these effects that show up as a cause of you having come out of a spiritual and psychological and emotional warfare, right? In the moment, you are impervious to the shit. You didn't feel it. You didn't really see the effects that it had on you when you were in it, because you were too busy trying to survive. You were too busy trying to get out of that motherfucker alive, right? You were too busy trying to survive and get out of there alive. And you did it. And your adrenaline was high. That is what helped you to survive. Your ancestors were like, no, we're not done here. Keep going. No, keep going. Keep rising. Keep climbing. Keep dying and being reborn. Keep activating. Keep integrating. Keep healing. Keep awakening. Okay. So you didn't have time to stop and take a breather, because if you had time to stop and take a breather, you would have noticed how many stab wounds you had. Okay. How many bullet wounds you had. We didn't realize the effects and the toll it took on us mentally and physically and emotionally to journey through the dark night of the soul. That's some real shit, y'all. It is nothing to play with. But while you were in it, you didn't feel it. And that was on purpose too, because if you had, you would have been like, I'm down for the count. If you had known the amount of jabs you took, if you had stopped to take a breather and look down at yourself and really take inventory of the amount of heartbreaks, betrayals that were happening to you, the slander that was happening to you, okay, the spell work that was being projected towards you, okay, opportunities that were being blocked from you, not because you didn't deserve them, but because others were in competition with you. Others were slandering who you were and what you did in order to get that spot, in order to get that opportunity, in order to take that spotlight from you. If you knew every detail of the shit that people planned against you, you would have fainted a long time ago. So your adrenaline had to be high in order for you to survive. And you've survived because you've made it here to the Alcheminity colony. You have survived. Now that you have survived, or maybe you're on the journey right now, okay, know that now is the time for you to take inventory and to take stock of where you are in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, and in your emotions. This is why I teach healing the root chakra, okay? Because we didn't know the effects of going through that shit, of going through all of the betrayals and we didn't know the effects it truly has had on our bodies and our minds. We didn't know. And we couldn't have known, and we should not have known at that time, because if we had known and had focused on it, we would have been down for the count. We'd have been like, you know what? Ancestor, spirit guides, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Have y'all heard that meme of the viral video or whatever it was? I don't know who it was that said it, but I love it. Right? We would have been like, get somebody else to do it. I don't want to be a chosen one no more. No, get somebody else to do it. If we had known the amount of shit that we took on, we would have asked to forfeit the mission. We would have forfeited the mission. We'd be like, no, damn that. Get somebody else to do it. I forfeit the mission. I'm done. I'm down for the count. I'm out. I'm hearing in Lion King, the original Lion King, when what's the little bird name? He was like, if I known, count me out. Out of service, out of Africa, I wouldn't be about. Girl, that would have been me. Guy, fellow, bro, sis, whoever listening to this, okay? Listen. I'd have been like that little bird. Honey, what? Count me out. Get somebody else to do it if we had known. So, you are the immortals. You are, and I figured out the movie name for my last video, y'all. Guardians of the Galaxy. You are the guardians of galaxies, the galaxies within you. Hello. You are the immortal ones. You are the activated ones. And the thing that makes you immortal is your spiritual protection. Not that you're impervious to death, obviously, because we are the ones who've had to die and be reborn, but that is what makes us immortal. We have the ability to die and be reborn, right? But we have had to learn, and now we're in this place where we have to learn and remember to take stock of healing now, of truly activating and integrating now. Now we are reclaiming all of our shit back, right? All of our je ne sais quoi, all of those superpowers, so that we can heal and reemerge fully in our power and our divinity and in our truth. So look down at your bodies. If you're listening to this, look down at yourself. Just take inventory of your body. Take inventory of how you stand, of how you walk. Take inventory of what your back feels like, what your spine feels like, what your skin is looking like, because all of this is giving reference to, is pointing and giving reference to what you need to work on to heal and to realign in your body, right? Again, you didn't feel it when the pain happened, and you weren't supposed to, because you would have given up if you had felt it, right? We got shot, we got stabbed, we got mocked, we got slandered, we got talked about, we got laughed at, and we still kept going, right? And you had to. But now you've made it to this point. You've made it to this mile marker. Okay. I won't say you made it to the finish line, because this is an infinite journey, but you've made it to this next mile marker where you can rest. Just like in those movies, this is a safe haven. Alcheminity as a colony is a safe haven for you to come and get what you need to get. Heal yourself. Okay. Make your healing tonics, eat your healing tonics, get in this hyperbolic chamber, get your glow up, get your level up, and get back on the path again. Walking, walking, marching, marching, we're marching, marching. Beautiful, beautiful Zion. Marching, marching, we're marching, marching. Beautiful, beautiful Zion. So, welcome. Welcome home, y'all. I hope this resonated with y'all. I hope this didn't go too far over your head. I don't think it did, honey, because y'all are being a part of the Alcheminity colony. I already know that you understand and understand this. So thank you for your subscriptions. For those of you who'd like to work with me, collaborate with me, partner, or sponsor Alcheminity, please, all that information is in the description box. Email me. For those of you who've been asking about the masterclass over on patreon.com/alcheminity, I am expanding the coursework as we speak. You can decide to join now or join later. The expansion of the coursework will be published next month, February, middle of next month. So keep a lookout for that. And please continue to donate to the channel. It helps keep this channel going. If you like these messages, then your donations really help with that. Now, I appreciate the jingle, but I love it when it folds, okay? But no donation is too small. Remember to become a member as well to get access to some of the juicy content that I can't share it publicly. I just won't share it publicly. So you got to become a member to get access to that stuff. Also, going back to the masterclass, listen, the expansion of this coursework is so delicious. It's so yummy. And I can't wait for y'all to get into it. So I'll speak with y'all in the next episode. Ciao for now. Mwah. Marching, 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 marching. Beautiful, beautiful Zion.